to understanding where you have advantages or where you can spot advantages, and then being willing to take advantage of those opportunities. Welcome to Impact and Fulfillment with Coach Mike D, where you'll gain practical wisdom and dynamic insight from amazing conversations to live your best life. Yo, dig this. It's your boy, Coach Mike D, with another episode. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope you're making the most of your moments. Now, dig this. Today, I want to encourage you to take advantage of the opportunity you have at your disposal. Take advantage of the opportunity that's right in front of you. You know, this year, my son has started playing travel baseball. Now, we're not going extreme with it, but what that really means is we're now playing tournament style baseball, where it's not just a league where kids sign up and, you know, play a regular season. All of your games are basically tournament style, and sometimes teams travel all over the place, some travel locally, but at the end of the day, it's a more competitive level of baseball. And if you have kids in youth sports, this is pretty much kind of the new wave of how things roll. You know, you have the rec ball leagues, and then you kind of have the travel ball, or in other sports, AAU, you know, ball, in which it's more of a travel, not all-star team, but definitely higher level competition in the various sports. But the thing that's interesting about him being on this travel ball level team is really looking at the difference in intensity between the levels of play. You know, with the rec ball, it was really about fundamentals, getting the kids out there, letting them have fun, you know, understanding their body movements and the positions, etc. When you elevate, it's less about that, and it's more about you got to bring that dog out and you got to win. Like, it's really about winning. It's really about hyper focusing on playing at a high level. And if you don't play at a high level, you're getting pulled. The rec ball league stuff, you know, things are a little more gracious. Like, oh, you can make a lot of mistakes and go get them next time. That travel ball, you screw up once, you're getting pulled, right? It's a totally different thing. But we're also noticing how, or I'm noticing, because this is our first year really diving into it, how everything is rooted in an advantage that you can gain and taking advantage of that when the opportunity presents itself. So whether it's a scoring advantage, whether it's a situation where you're understanding pitch counts on the opposing team's pitcher, and maybe they've gone over their count or whatnot, and you're making sure that you have somebody that's paying attention to that, because you don't want them to skirt the rules to get an advantage to let an ineligible player continue to pitch, right? Or you'll have situations in which you can tip the refs off discreetly to pay attention to a particular thing that the other team is doing, and you don't do it publicly because you want to alert the ref and for them to now be alerted to it so that they can now pay attention to it and then possibly call that in your favor. Like, it's really a lot of gamesmanship, but it's really down to understanding where you have advantages or where you can spot advantages, and then being willing to take advantage of those opportunities. It's fascinating, but if done properly, this is just in the midst of the sport. This is all a part of the game. And when the game is over, you go back to living a regular life. And one of the things that I'm learning, again, dealing with little boys and helping them learn the management of their emotions and learning how to effectively deal with, you know, ups and downs and getting taken advantage of, but then being on the other side of it and, you know, leveraging the opportunity. It's interesting, but it's one of those things where we have to we got to be focused on. And it's actually something that applies to life, because when you think about life is definitely a situation in which you have opportunities that come day in and day out. You have opportunities that are always around you. But the question is, are you in a position to take advantage of those opportunities? And if you really look at life through the lens of it being a game where you're going to have wins, losses, ups, downs, opportunities are going to be present, opportunities are going to be there. But then on the flip side, you have situations in which you need to keep your eyes open and guard yourself from others taking advantage of opportunities or vulnerabilities that you may have put out there. You have to be aware of that. But it's like playing a game. You can't optimize the game if you don't know the rules. So this whole thing, or this whole episode today, is really about encouraging you to take advantage of the opportunities that are available when they present themselves. You know, sometimes people look at folks who have achieved success and they think that, oh, they're lucky. Sometimes it's not luck. Sometimes it's just simply the fact that they're willing to take advantage of the opportunity that presented itself. And sometimes you're not unlucky. Sometimes it's just you not being willing to take advantage of the opportunity that's presenting itself. So today's episode is really focused on you being willing and able to take advantage of opportunities as they present themselves, but then also making sure you continuously position yourself to have opportunities. So yeah, just put yourself in the right positions, but then when you recognize it, have the courage and the confidence to jump. Because if you don't jump, please believe somebody else will. Well, hey, as always, y'all be blessed, well, and wise, and I will holler at you. Peace. I really hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow Coach Mike D everywhere on social media. Y'all be blessed, well, and wise.